12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for Black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for Black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the Black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@KBLA1580.com. That's advertising at KBLA1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got you Black.
You ready?
Come on! It's the Queen of Royal Badness.
It's time for the Raw Report with Robin Ayers. Highlighting people and things you should know about. Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Robin's got a lot to talk about.
The sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world and all that you wish for, and even more.
You are inside the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, where we bring you the latest in entertainment news, trending topics, and of course, interviews. I'm your host, Robin Ayers, and I'm with you guys Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. on that drive home. I hope it's not too bad out there for you right now. It wasn't too bad for me earlier. Listen, I hope that this... Turn that up, Andy. Turn it up, Andy. I hope that you are feeling this groove the way that it moves me in my soul. Oh, gosh. All right. Let me go ahead and let me bring it down. All right. It is Thursday, and today I am so very excited because, we've been talking about several groups and artists for, the past maybe few days or so. And this particular gentleman who I have on the phone with me today has been around in one of my favorite groups, After Seven, since the 80s, and they have been successfully thriving both as a group and individually from the 80s, okay? With hit records such as Ready or Not, as you were listening to right now. I'm sure that did something to your soul. I'm sure it did. Ready or Not, Can't Stop, Baby, I'm For Real, and so many more. One of my absolute favorite groups of all time. Please help me welcome to the Raw Report, from the group After Seven, Kevon Edmonds. Hello to you, sir. How are you today?
Good evening. I'm doing fantastic, especially after that intro.
Well, no, I'm doing fantastic, especially after hearing that song that Andy just played. I am such a fan, and it's really, truly an honor to speak with you today. And I know you guys have a lot of work that you are getting ready to do for this upcoming concert, and you've been doing work already. You've been touring and things like that, but this concert, this Mother's Day concert, is coming right on up. Are you prepared? Are you excited for it?
We are as prepared as we can be. We are excited. Just got out of rehearsals, actually. We want to make sure that we put the stamp on this thing properly. It's Mother's Day weekend. We want to make sure that we recognize and uplift all the mothers that are going to be there in attendance. But in addition to that, we get to be a part of this Frankie Beverly and May's farewell tour, which is it's monumental for us. We're honored to be able to be on the stage with this gentleman who's been making this beautiful, wonderful music for us for many decades now. So it's going to be a fantastic show this Sunday. We're looking forward.
Absolutely. Frankie Beverly and Mays, the farewell tour. They say farewell tour. Some people are saying, they're like, it's not going to be farewell. We're still gonna enjoy them, enjoy Frankie Beverly and the music. But speaking of that, you all after 7 have been performing with so many people just over time, Next and In Vogue and all of these wonderful people from, back in the day and new school.
Right.
Well, what does that feel like to be performing with Frankie Beverly and Mays and Anthony Hamilton, same stage? What does that feel like?
Well, these are well-established artists who are at the top of their game, and to be associated with people who are artists who are doing what they've been doing for as many years as they have, and success that they've had as well. I think it's just it's a beautiful package, to be able to go out here and perform with them. We've performed with Patty, with Gladys, with back in the day it was even MC Hammer once upon a time. So that tells you how long we've been out here doing this thing. But we feel blessed and grateful that we still get to do what it is that we love doing.
And I'm so glad that you said that, Kavan. I was speaking to a friend of mine today, and we were just talking about honoring legends, icons, people who have been around for so long, and you all and those voices are still as golden as we remember, back then. And it's amazing. What does it feel like for you to go out and you perform and you literally see people from multiple generations? It's you guys have crossed over and transcended into so many different people, backgrounds, cultures, races, but all of these people love your music and it moves you. How does that feel to look into their faces and see them singing y'all songs and all that?
Yeah, it's humbling, it's fulfilling, it's rewarding to know that our music has touched, like you said, multi-generations of lives, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there's always a message in our music. We're going to sing about something that I think everybody can relate to, and that's whether love, life, relationships. Somewhere in there, we got you. We're going to touch you. We're going to touch you. You're gonna feel something about what it is that we're singing about. And of course, we never try to go into the studio without it having a meaning to us. So we always want to sing with feeling. If I don't feel it, how are you going to feel it?
I know that's right. Well, you know what, though, what's a trip is I remember loving, growing up on listening to you all and your music and loving the songs and had never been in love a day in my life. Never knew it. I never knew what it felt like. But, now that I'm older and, of course, married and children and relationships, all of in life later, you experience life. It hits even more so now. But, even back then, just never having, I don't know what it is, maybe the soul that, that you all sing with and that you connect with. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Can you explain that?
How about it let's start with a feeling. It just feels good.
Yeah.
How about it just starts with a feeling, how it makes you feel. But how about as you get older, how it resonates within your spirit and how you've been living life, that those words take on a greater meaning than they ever did before when you were younger. It's this, the beauty of getting older and experiencing life. And we're just glad to be a part of the fabric of, that music that connected people back in the day when they were growing up,
Yeah, definitely. Right now, there's a plethora of concerts that you can choose from, and they're generally all sort of surrounding like old school. I love that, by the way. I love that, we get to choose going back and listening to the music that we love and that we grew up on, because there's still something, although I don't put any new artists down necessarily. I know times change and music evolves and everything, but it's so great to be able to choose to go back and listen to some of these old school concerts. Do you feel like that there is something missing from R&B today, or has it just changed and you appreciate it all?
Um, it has changed. I don't know. I'm not really quite sure what the subject matter is in R&B music today. It to me, there's something about the substance in R&B today that's missing. That really kind of speaks to people's hearts and how they relate to each other. It's always been a cornerstone, an integral part of how we select songs. They have to speak to us where we can relate to them, and it's just for me. And maybe I'm an old dog and I don't know, but it's kind of hard for me to relate to some of the things that they're singing about. Our music gives you room to imagine what it is that it could be. I'm not going to get graphic with you and tell you exactly how it is. I'm gonna leave that up. We leave that up to you.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how to get there. I don't have to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. Nah. You get to participate in this process.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. So we're not as graphic as they are today, but times change, music evolves, and who knows where the next chapter will take us.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we were sitting here talking about how, and on this show a lot, we talk about relationships and love. And I'm such an advocate of people loving one another, but I feel like even that has changed. You remember back in the day, Kavon, remember, like calling the radio stations and requesting songs and, sending them to your boo. We don't have any of that anymore.
No, was it Casey Kasem? I don't know if you remember that.
Yes,
name
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were dialing in from all around the country. I want to dedicate this song. We dedicate this song to Johnny, whatever, But they were serious about it because they were in love with the song. The song had a message that spoke to them. Sometimes it was everything that they didn't know how to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they could send that message out, to somebody who they had the hots for, that they cared about, or something like that. And today, it's a different world. The romance is no longer there anymore.
That's true.
So I hope in some kind of way that it gets renewed, it gets rekindled. I've got a daughter. I wanted to know what love feels like, what romance is about.
Oh, my goodness. You just hit the nail. Once again, you did it. You just dropped the mic. I was just talking about this. I'm like, listen, those of us who know, we know what those good relationships and that love feels like, and we're raising kids in this day and age. I'm like, who are my daughters going to marry? Who are they going to fall in love with? That's the thing. Okay. You know what I mean?
Stepping on my toes over there, sister. Slow down. Wait a minute. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You feel me. Exactly. It's really a thing. But you know what? What sort of brings me hope? I recently saw this gentleman, and he's a young guy, but he went down to like the middle schools, and he was trying to enlighten the kids on how to date each other, how to converse with one another. It was just trying to take them from their mindset of today's day and age and take them back sort of old school. And I was like, that's actually pretty genius, So I put it in your hands. How about, showing people what it's like to write about good music nowadays? You know what I mean? Like, hopefully that's out of the box thinking, and hopefully that could help. I've even thought about maybe it's time to get back to good old fashioned arrangements. How about I'm selecting who, that seems like a safer bet than what's happening today. But just a thought. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm telling you, these are thoughts that I've already had. So you are definitely in the wheelhouse. Okay. Getting back to this concert that's happening, Frankie Beverly and Maze, the farewell tour with After 7, Anthony Hamilton. Do you have a favorite song that you look forward to performing?
That we look forward to performing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get away from that thing that you just played on radio. I you know I very rarely hear that song. We perform it, but I very rarely hear it where I hear my late brother Melvin's voice on it, and so that's I was just taken aback just listening to that over the radio just now because it was so nice. His voice was so smooth and so saucy, and so much conviction in his delivery. And so I got to say that's probably without a doubt my favorite song to perform.
Oh, wow.
It's special. Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, of course I'm a little bit fond of "Baby I'm for Real" too. I'll have to say that too. I like we love that old school. What can I say?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be out there on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to jamming to all of it and two-step into "Can't Stop." I mean, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a whole.
You bringing us on? What's the deal?
Listen, if you have me, I will get on that stage, and I'll just wait. I'll two-step with you, Kavon. I'll two-step. You know what I mean?
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I turn up. I have a good time. It's gonna be really fun. I'm sure everybody. I've seen footage. Everybody's out there wearing their all white, and that's gotta feel amazing for you all.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be beautiful. Anytime Frankie steps out there on stage, it's a white party, always.
Yes.
So I'm sure, and on Mother's Day too, it's just going to be a beautiful sea of white, people of color out there having a great time because I know that Frankie's going to bring it. He's going to play all the songs that I think that everybody knows. Anthony. It's just going to be an overall great concert. I do believe we're going to have a great time. We're going to kick it off and take you down memory lane for a little bit. We're going to have some fun though too. We're going to introduce maybe some new things to everybody as well.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I have seen Anthony. Anthony is a friend of mine. I've seen him perform, but I have not seen After 7, nor have I seen Frankie out there. I am going to have such a ball. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we about to get educated here this Sunday then. That's what's going on then. Huh?
I'm gonna get educated.
Okay.
I'm all of the above. All of the above. One last thing. I mean, it truly is. It's just an honor to talk with you, to speak with you. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Growing up on your music, loving your music the way that I have, and actually our listeners as well. We have several people who have already won tickets to the show, so they'll be out there. I'm sure they're listening and enjoying this conversation as well. So yeah, who would have thought I'd be talking to Kavon Evans? That's amazing. That right there, that's a moment. Let me just take a moment real quick.
Listen to you.
No, but I'm truly looking forward to it. Last thing, what is it that you want your everybody to take away once they leave that concert Sunday for Mother's Day? What is it that you want everybody to take away and feel leaving the theater?
Wow. R&B is still, old school R&B is still alive. It really is. And the opportunity for us to perform before a multitude of mothers. None of us would be here without any of those ladies inside the forum. So that's what's special, and that we get to, not only recognize Frankie, but we get to pay tribute to the mothers who have made all of what we're doing possible in the very first place. So to know, so take away the fact that we appreciate you in the highest form that we possibly can. So we're going to pour it out. We're going to pour it out and make sure that they know that they are loved and truly appreciated.
Wow. Well, we are certainly looking forward to it, and honoring the mothers as well as honoring Melvin as well. You know, I'm sure that's going to be a sweet thing to feel. So we look forward to this concert this coming Sunday. And just for the people who are listening today, we are going to give away 5 pair of tickets right now. You have to call.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to call 1-800-920-1580 if you want to join us and you want to see After 7. But of course, Frankie Beverly and Mays, the farewell tour. After 7 is going to be there. Anthony Hamilton is going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a turn-up night.
Yes.
So I truly appreciate you, sir, so very much. And I look forward to being at that concert and hopefully get to meet you in person.
I hope so. You better make that happen.
Absolutely, I will. You enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll be speaking soon.
All right, thanks. You
Take care. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
When we come forward, we have got the rest of the show. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580. Stay there.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Denzel Whitaker, and I'm on the Raw Report.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, it's Tavis Smiley. First, thank you for your support of KBLA Talk 1580. We deeply appreciate you. So, I get asked all the time, Tavis, when are you going to bring back that State of the Black Union Symposium you used to do? You know the one where you had all those black intellectuals on stage every year and everybody watched all day live on C-SPAN? Yeah, I know the one.
Let's bring them back.
Well, I am pleased to tell you that if you go to KBLA1580.com right now, you can sign up to be in the audience here in Los Angeles when we go back live on C-SPAN with a stage full of black thinkers and influencers for a historic conversation. America has never seen a stage full of black folk talking about the urgency of now. Climate justice, climate equity, climate resilience. It's going down Tuesday, June 18th, 4 to 7 p.m. at the California Science Center in Exposition Park. Admission is free, but you must register at KBLA1580.com. Once we reach capacity, you'll have to watch us on C-SPAN. But if you want to be in the room when we go live from Los Angeles, Tuesday, June 18th, head to KBLA1580.com right now to reserve your seat. Caring about the climate, caring about the community. With KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I believe up there. Hey!
Ooh, I'm so ready for this weekend away with my girls.
Hey, hit the road? How about some free gas?
Free gas? How?
Try new Febreze car for some serious freshness and you can win gas for a full year. Visit Febreze.com to learn more.
Say less.
You may not win, but you're gonna have a fresh smelling whip.
Thanks, DJ Fresh. Now how about some music?
Hey, yo, this next one goes out to new Febreze car for giving you a chance to win free gas.
La 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 la.
No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to enter N73124 for rules and how to enter. Visit Febreze.com.
On your period, sudden gushes happen without warning. But now you can say goodbye to stand-up gush fears thanks to Always Ultra Thins with rapid dry technology. It absorbs gushes 2 times faster than the leading store brand and gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Hello, clean and comfortable with Always Fear No Gush.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Raw Report.
With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Man, listen. I am so happy that I was able to have this conversation right before this concert coming on Monday. We are going to have ourselves such a great time. For those of you who have already won and for those of you who are going to win today, we have some other opportunities as well. But make sure that you are checking your emails, and all those things. Make sure you check your spam, all of the things so that you do not miss your tickets. Yes, I see your comments over here in our YouTube. Definitely such a great conversation that we were able to have with Kavon Edmonds. I'm very excited about that. Before we get on with the show, though, I have to let you guys know a couple of updates. before we get on to the actual topic. So it looks like Justin Bieber, I don't know if y'all care about this or not, but Justin Bieber is actually having a baby. And that's pretty cool, I guess. Good for him. All right. I celebrate love. I told you I celebrate love. But speaking, yes, thank you, Andy. Thank you. Speaking of love, Kelly Rowland and Tim Weatherspoon, they are celebrating 10 years of marriage. I think that that's pretty cool just because, I mean, again, we need more people, whether you are married or not. Okay, let's put the emphasis on that because I know not everybody wants to get married, but we need people that we can look at and say, yes, love works, love lasts, you know? So 10 years of marriage for them. So congratulations, Kelly Rowland and Tim Weatherspoon. All right, here's an interesting one. Northwest, you know, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's daughter, their oldest child. She has now been set to join the cast of Disney's The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl. And I don't see the backlash. I do not see the backlash. You know, we had that nepotism conversation before where everybody was mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z for bringing Blue Ivy along. But, you know, here is Northwest. You know, the doors are open for her. And I'm not mad at it. Definitely not mad at it. But I say, you know, it's beautiful. Get your opportunities however you can. Get them, girl. Lastly, I have a question for you guys. The question is, there's a viral video about this substitute teacher or a teacher. He's a male teacher, and he live streams his middle school girls taking down his braids, and he caught a lot of backlash for it. So parents are like, you know what, that's innocent. The girls are just helping him take his braids down. I mean, they're probably 11, 12-year-old girls. Other people are like, this is completely inappropriate. That's his personal space. I want to know what you guys think. I mean, who were we talking to? I'm going to go ahead and put that over in the chat. But when we come forward, we'll get to the actual show and have more conversation around that. Right now, though, news, traffic, and sports. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, BB, and you're listening to me on The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
More of The Rob Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Officials are looking into how racist art project featuring images of LeBron James and monkeys was displayed at a school art exhibition. The project is fictional serial advertisement called Monkey Premium, featuring a photo of James and the tagline, "Eat like monkeys, jump like monkeys." An Air Force airman who was shot and killed in his apartment in Florida on Friday was killed by a deputy entering the wrong home. Attorney Ben Crump, who's black, revealed Wednesday that a woman said she was on FaceTime with Roger Fortston when he was killed and that there wasn't a disturbance, which police said was the reason for the call. Georgia Appeals Court will consider former President Trump's appeal of a decision to not remove the district attorney from his election interference case in the state. In March, a judge ruled Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis could remain on the case if Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade was removed from the case. That's the latest. I'm Tyreek Wynn on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Accident's been cleared, SIG alert's been lifted over in Playa Vista on the 90 Marina Freeway East before Centinela Avenue. Slight slowdown in recovery continues from Lincoln Boulevard. Over in Sherman Oaks, drive carefully on the 101 North at Sepulveda Boulevard as an accident remains on the right shoulder with over a 55-minute traffic jam from the 5. Making our way back through Yorba Linda, watch for a stall in the center divide of the 91 East at Gibson Canyon Road, still with a 40-minute backup from Highway 57. Laguna Hills on the 5 south before Alicia Parkway has a 10-minute delay and backup from the 405 due to an accident in the center divide. Irvine's 5 north before Sand Canyon Avenue has the carpool lane blocked and all other lanes open as an accident remains in the area, causing a 25-30-minute backup from Lake Forest Drive.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Is this the time? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Minnesota Timberwolves forward Karl Anthony Towns was named this season's NBA Social Justice Champion. The award is named after Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem heads up the committee that evaluates candidates for the annual award. Anthony Towns was chosen for his work with voting rights initiatives. He played a major role in the passage of a bill called Restore the Vote, a law in Minnesota that gives ex-offenders the right to vote. The law restored voting privileges for more than 55,000 ex-offenders in Minnesota. If you've seen Ava DuVernay's film Origin, Anthony Towns helped make the film possible as one of DuVernay's major investors. Anthony Towns will receive Kareem's award Friday night in Minneapolis before Game 3 of the Timberwolves-Denver Nuggets playoff series. This is the fourth year the NBA has honored a social justice champion. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is the fastest growing talk radio station in Southern California, home to 50,000 watts and an audience reach of 12 million listeners. KBLA Talk 1580 is a pioneer for Black audio content, including our groundbreaking $2 million climate justice campaign and the most loyal, influential audience. According to an independent research study by the polling firm Aviterus, for the second consecutive year, KBLA Talk 1580 is the most trustworthy, reliable, and credible news source for Black audiences and beyond in Southern California. Let KBLA Talk 1580 power your advertising dollars. Our omni-channel custom marketing solutions are specifically tailored to connect with your ideal target audience. We leverage audio, podcasts, streaming, digital, social media, and local activations to get your message out to the Black community. Get in touch with our advertising team today at advertising@KBLA1580.com. That's advertising at KBLA1580.com. KBLA 1580. We've got you Black. If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes,
Why should we be silent?
turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelenos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV. Tips to help improve your credit score in 2024. Establishing credit is an important key to achieving financial health, but building a credit history from scratch can feel challenging since you need credit to build credit. First, what does it mean to build credit? All consumers have a score between 300 and 850. You want your score to be as high as possible as lenders look at your credit score to make loan and credit decisions. A good credit score shows you have a track record of borrowing money responsibly. Remember, it's never too late to build or rebuild your credit. This segment is sponsored by JP Morgan Chase & Company. Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees.
Keeping you informed about what's really going on.
Who's got next?
And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Somebody told me that the trouble at home, 'cause we never talk a lot when we spend time alone.
You are inside the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. There's that good old baby face. If you did not know, Kevon Edmonds and Babyface are brothers. I think a lot of people know that. A lot of people know that. Not Andy. He actually is the Babyface, Kenneth Edmonds. He is the force behind After 7, putting them together, giving them their name, and helping them to get their first record deal, which is a big deal. I mean, Babyface obviously has been thriving as well in his career since the 80s. He's been doing some remarkable things, new music, new artists, and things like that. And so has After 7. Yes, Andy?
I got to correct you.
Okay.
I knew that. Because I was just, at first, I just needed clarification. Because I was like, Kevon Edmonds, and then After 7. And I was just like, man, this sounds like Babyface. And I was just like, hold on. I've heard the name before. So I just needed clarification. I knew what was up.
Okay. All right. Well, then, yes, Whip Appeal. Critic Chronicles also says Critic Chronicles did not know that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on with the show. We have a poll up for you guys right now. Should that male teacher, who's probably in his 30s, should he have had middle school aged girls who are in their teens taking down his braids on a live stream, no less, on a live stream? He said that he spoke to parents and things like that, and it was on live stream. 82% of you still say, listen, that is inappropriate, and that is his personal space, and ain't no way that my daughter should have been taking down his braids. Well, I'll leave that poll up there for you guys. I want to get to what our show is actually about. We are talking about Gary Owen today. We spoke about him recently, but he finally did it. He went on Club Shay Shay. I told you that he had done that. His ex-wife, Kenya, she advised him against it, but he did it. And joining me for this conversation is our contributor of the day, Cheyenne Corinne. Hello to you, Cheyenne.
Hey, Robin. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you. I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A lot going on today, and I'm really riding on a high because I just spoke to Kevon Edmonds of After 7. I love that group. I love that group. I know. Tell me about it.
That is awesome.
Tell me about it. And so plenty of us out here in LA are getting ready to see their concert, Frankie Beverly and May's concert, featuring After 7 and Anthony Hamilton on Sunday for Mother's Day. So I'm looking forward to that. So,
that's a good Mother's Day treat.
Tell me about it. I know, Cheyenne. I'm very excited about that. Well, speaking of Mother's Day, Gary Owen, he had 2 kids. He had twin babies with a new woman who I had no idea. Maybe it is a good idea for them to have been secretive maybe about their relationship just on the heels of his divorce. It's only been 3 years since he's been, in all that drama with his ex-wife. But we'll get to a clip he's on Club Shay Shay. We'll get to a clip in just a moment about him explaining that he does have these new twins. He says 9 or 10 months. But let me ask you, Cheyenne, it was a lot of drama revolving around that relationship. And his ex-wife, forgive me for not making that clear. His ex-wife, Kenya, advised him not to go on Club Shay Shay. She says that's not going to help the relationship that you have with your grown children. That's not going to help. He said, I'll do it anyway, and I'm just going to choose my words carefully and not necessarily bash anybody. But what do you think about, just the fact that he went on and still shared, some pretty personal information?
I mean, I feel like if the relationship is already rocky with the children and, they obviously are very sensitive when it comes to his relationship with their mother, and she's saying, don't go on there. If you are actively trying to work on that relationship, I would hope that you would seriously consider not doing it. So, I mean, it was a decision he made, and he has to just be okay with the fact if it kind of backfires on him and ruins the relationship even more.
Now, in the clip, and Andy, I think we have that clip of Gary Owen. We'll get to the clip in a little bit, but he's also talking about the fact that he has these new kids, and a lot of people were commenting, obviously, that it sounds almost like a replacement factor. Like things went awry with your children who are adults, but now you have these, these twin babies who are this young. I don't know how to feel about that without sounding judgmental. I don't want to judge anybody's life, but it does kind of ring of having a little bit of like, oh, okay, well, it didn't work out with my old one, so let me go ahead and have some new ones. I mean, do you feel similar?
It sounded a little bit like that. Like, it was on the line. Like, I felt like he was, like, kind of catching himself and trying not to, but it was coming across a little bit like that. And I think that that's something that's kind of common with people is, especially when there's, been some time between children, kind of like, oh, well, at least I got another chance. Like, and he said, like, I don't think I did anything wrong, but I think that that's sometimes common for parents sometimes.
Yeah. He also talked about the fact that he said, I was the cool dad. I mean, he was his kids' friends.
Yeah.
We actually talked about that recently. Common, the rapper, Common, and actor, his mom said, I'm not friends with my son. He's my son. And she says he even waited till he was about 35 years old before he had his first drink in front of his mom. And so she was very clear on the fact that, you can be friendly with your kid, but not friends. And I think Gary Owen is probably the quintessential example of a person who is just friends with their child. And it seems that it may have backfired because he was like, he doesn't know where he went wrong in it, but it almost sounds like he wasn't there because he was traveling a lot. And it just pretty much sounds like he wasn't necessarily a structured father figure, but more of a friend. Do you see that as being a problem as well?
Yeah, I think it does sound like that. And I think it also depends on, like, the kid, because each kid needs different. Some kids need more of a, parent, like, structure, and some may need more of a friend. So it also depends. But I do think that it's important, you can't just be, friends with your kid because that's what they have friends for. You are still a parent. So I definitely feel like that may be part of, why that, maybe father and child connection is lacking, because he was more so just like a friend.
Mm-hmm. He probably felt some sort of, that guilt when you are away. What they call him, the Disneyland parent or something like that, when you're sort of trying to overcompensate for being gone all the time. He was probably just trying to be super cool with his kids, but he's, we'll actually get to this clip right now. He's opening up about the fact that he has twins now. Let's take a listen to it.
There's a report that you just recently welcomed twins.
Damn, you know everything.
Yeah, congratulations.
I did.
Congratulations.
Yep. And one's white, one's black.
Crazy. Stop.
Swear to God, one's got blue eyes. Cause you can tell by the nipples in the. One's got blue eyes, got these pink nipples. The other one brown eyes, brown nipples. I said, dang, I have twins, and one's black and one's white.
Did you think you was gonna be a father again, or did you want to become a father again?
That's a layered question. Didn't think I wanted to be a father again, but and not have a relationship with my kids. I was like, I hate that thing. Like, I'm gonna do it right this time because I didn't do it wrong.
You don't think you did it wrong the first time?
I don't think I did it wrong the first time. I was very conscious of how I spoke to them, how we disciplined them, how I never put them down. If all the sports and stuff.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the mom was more the disciplinarian in the family. I'm not sure about this, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess congratulations. Here he is, Gary Owen out here. I mean, it's appropriate, Cheyenne. He has been divorced for, a while. He's been separated at least for 3 years.
Right.
Isn't it should we be like, okay, congratulations, that is a blessing? I mean, what are we thinking about this entire situation?
I think he should have probably just not did this interview because I really do. I feel like it meant, and he's also like a comedian. So it can come across like he's not taking it seriously. And, this is a serious matter. I mean, he's talking about not having, the best relationship with his kids. So I really think that he should have maybe considered a little bit more, maybe not doing the interview. And it does kind of seem like maybe he's feeling like this is his second chance to kind of get it right. Even though he's saying he did nothing wrong, it comes across like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his ex-wife, Kenya, she put out a post, and she's basically saying, it has been 3 years. I am always kind and cool with you. I purposely never make it awkward. I never bother you. I have given you my suggestion on the situation, but you don't respect their boundaries. And I believe she's talking about their children. She says, which is why you discuss this again on social media. I don't know what else to do to help you. Always wishing you well. One of the things that he had mentioned is that he hopes or he wishes that Kenya would sort of encourage them and push them to receive him again and accept his apology. And she's basically saying, well, you're the one who's perpetuating this. It's nothing else that I could do for you. I hear that argument about him not or shouldn't have been doing this interview. I hear that argument. But I almost wonder, too, as a comedian who is, I think he does well for himself. I don't know how well. He's not, I don't know if we consider him A-list, actor or A-list actor and comedian or not. But it's almost like he has to do something to drum up the business for himself. So in that lens, maybe I can't be mad at the fact that he did this interview. I don't know.
And that's real. I mean, you have to make a living, and I don't know. I haven't been hearing too much, about him, in terms of work. So, and I mean, you see how well these Club Shay Shay interviews have been doing, particularly for comedians.
Tell me about it.
It is a business opportunity, and I mean, what is he never going to do an interview again? So, playing devil's advocate, it is work for him at the end of the day.
Yeah. Pretty Brown Mimi agrees with you. I agree with Cheyenne. This Club Shay Shay interview didn't do Gary Owen any favors. Celebrities keep some things private. Mimi says this all the time. She's like, keep it private. To a degree, I certainly agree. Certain things need to stay off of social media. But if you're in the limelight, you pretty much... that's just what comes with the territory, And the other thing is we, the public, the fans, we consume it. We talk about it. You know what I mean? And so, that's just the way that it is. Cheyenne, I appreciate you so much for joining me today on the Raw Report. Can you let everybody know where they can find you online?
Yes. Everyone can find me on all social media platforms at Cheyenne Corin. CHEYENNECORIN. Thank you, Robin. Have a good weekend.
Thank you so very
Happy
much.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend. Congratulations to the winners so far of tonight's ticket giveaway. Nikki, Robin. Hey, shout out to you, Robin. Richard, Darman. Okay, well, congratulations to you. We have one more winner. If somebody wants to call and get this last set of tickets, you can do that, 1-800-920-1580. And when we come forward, we've got a Who's Got Next for you. On the other side, you're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Avery Wilson, and you're watching It's Robin Ayers.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles is a nonprofit law firm that protects and advances the rights of the most underserved, leveling the playing field and ensuring that everyone can have access to the justice system. Every year, LAFLA provides free, high-quality legal services to more than 100,000 people living in poverty across greater Los Angeles. Their unique combination of neighborhood offices, self-help centers at courthouses,
services and domestic violence clinics puts Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles on the front lines in vulnerable communities and at the forefront of change. LAFLA's expert team of attorneys, paralegals, and support staff works to provide direct representation, offer counsel and advice, provide referrals, and educate the community about their legal rights through workshops and seminars. With locations all over LA, you can access their services or volunteer to help no matter where you live. And if you have an urgent issue, call 213-235-0060. That's 213-235-0060. To get legal help, make a donation, or volunteer, visit lafla.org. lafla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Rob Report.
With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Okay, this is where we land on the question of the day. This is the male teacher who had middle school girls taking down his braids. 77% of you say, that's not appropriate. 23% say it's innocent. But that's where we land on that. Andy?
You know, I want to take a little jab at Mimi real quick.
Okay.
I know she's always talking about celebrities keep things private. Mm-hmm. But then we really wouldn't have much to talk about. I mean, there's other things that we could talk about, but come on now. Y'all know y'all like the juiciness. Come on now.
Then we wouldn't have the Rob Report is what you're trying to say.
I mean, yeah. Come on, Mimi.
He called you out, Mimi. Okay. Well, listen, we have a couple minutes. Let's go ahead and get to this song right here. You have heard this, I'm sure, but this gentleman, he's still doing some great things with his music. This is Sam Henshaw. This song is called Church. Take it away, Andy.
Hello, yeah. Mama said we in the church, you best believe this ain't no hotel. Rocking your halo like a snapback cause you hang with ghetto angels. She told me they won't catch you when you fall, you know this ain't gon' end well. Girl, somebody shot the sheriff, if it's you I ain't gon' pay bail. She says, good morning, wake up, wake. Good morning, wake up, wake. Good morning, wake up, wake. Wake up, wake. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Wake up, wish I could hear you right now. Somebody come and tell this lady cool down. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Papa said to be a man, best keep your word until the final days. Said if you sign up, you'll be covered. See, my church don't take no holidays. He said I'll calm my anger in the storm until your tears leave a wave. Don't walk these streets looking for beef, cause I was in love with a cold flame. She says, good morning, wake up, wake. Good morning. Wake up, wake. Good morning. Wake up, wake. Wake up, wake. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Wake up, wish I could hear you right now. Somebody come and tell this lady cool down. Wake up and get yourself to church, yeah. Granny told me when you get your blessing, church 110%. They had your back when you was down. Don't forget, hello, wait, Holy Ghost, bullet ricochet. Took some time to pray when I'm in the streets today. Make the devil stay away. Ain't got a fake, but you're blocking all your blessings when you're lying about your age. I can feel the spirit moving when I'm lighting up the stage. You listening when you pray, it just depends on your taste. She said, tell me where you running when that kitty ain't as warm as it was. I don't care who you praying to, I just pray you believe and you see what you see. Cause underneath that kingdom come and make them scream, amen. From the congregation, I need the straight text for my cases. And when they ask me where I'm headed, hell or heaven, see those fasten straight to Mars, look at God. She says, good morning.
Sam Henshaw, church. Yes, definitely got next. This comment tickled me. Thomas Outlaw says, I needed that groove right now just to move my shoulders. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yeah, definitely. That song is a hit. So, guys, make sure that you check out Sam Henshaw. Add him to the playlist, and all his other music is really great as well. Today was definitely a great show. I am so honored to have spoken to Kevon Edmonds of After 7. Thank you so much for calling in today, and I'm looking forward to this concert. We have one more pair of tickets. If anybody wants to call and grab them for today, you can call 1-800-920-1580. Tomorrow's Friday. You know what that means. We about to turn up. Okay, maybe not. Andy, you with it? Okay. All right, we gonna turn up. But anyway, let me tell you who's gonna turn up right now. It's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. You guys know that you can't change the channel because he's about to bring a fire show, because he does that every single night. So please don't change the channel. Stay with us at KBLA 1580. I am your host, Robin Ayers. And remember, today and every single day forward, be a blessing.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Mayor Brandon Johnson, who is black, is lobbying state lawmakers for more financial support. He was in Springfield, Illinois yesterday to make his pitch for more state funding for critical city operations such as public schools. The Johnson administration also wants money to help replace lead water lines in Chicago and discuss the Bears' multi-billion-dollar Doom Stadium